My name is Mallory Rivard, and I am Miss Michigan. Miss America has been a dream of mine, but I specifically want to be Miss America 2.0 because I am a full-time working woman, and I want to show other women that are working full-time that they can do it too. I think that Miss America 2.0 is all about being yourself and realizing who you are and emulating that through your everyday life. For me, that is being a first grade public school teacher and making a difference in the lives of children, and through my social impact initiative, Read to Succeed. Read to Succeed was something that I started within my first couple years of teaching in the classroom. I quickly realized that parents don't always know how to help their children. I was sitting at a parent-teacher conference and I was saying, okay, Johnny's having a really hard time rhyming. And the parent looked at me and he said, I don't know what's rhyming. And it was something that I took for granted, and I think it's something that a lot of Americans take for granted, that not everybody in the United States knows how to read. And upon digging and finding out some more information about illiteracy, I realized that it's a really big problem in the United States. And so as Miss Michigan, I've really made it my goal to shine a light on the United States literacy crisis. I think it's just something that in the richest country in the world, it shouldn't be a problem, and to give every kid the same opportunity to succeed. My third grade teacher was someone who always wanted me to succeed, not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom as well. And I don't remember anything that she said, but I remember how she made me feel. And I wanted to do that for other young kids. So I'm very thankful to be teaching within the same school district that I graduated from, because I feel like it's my responsibility to give back to all of the people that made me who I am. And now I get to do that every single day as Miss Rivard and as a first grade teacher. Bay City is a small little town by the river, 30,000 people, very small community. Everyone knows everyone, and I am very thankful to have grown up in that town with my parents, and we learned what hard work ethic really was. My parents are small business owners, and my dad's an auto mechanic, and they both didn't go to college, so it was something they always wanted for me, but they taught me that in order to achieve anything in my life, I just had to work hard. So I am a first generation college student and proudly went to a small university right by my hometown, and really proud to say that I represent my community. My personal Miss America, I'd like to think that I envision her every single day. She's someone who's relatable, kind, and someone that looks for the best in other people and tries to emulate that. My favorite Miss Americas have always made me feel like Miss America, in whether talking to them or through their presence, and I just try to envision that in every day of my life, because regardless if I'm Miss America or not, some people may feel that, and that's what this experience is all about. I was a huge tomboy as a kid. I loved to go fishing with my dad, and we had a running joke in my family that I loved everything about dirt. So I would bait my own hook, pull the fish off the hook, and then we had a tradition that if the fish was too small to keep, we would have to kiss the fish and throw it back. And so we often did this on many family trips. But there is a great story that I love to tell people. My dad and I were cleaning fish one time, and I was probably about 10 years old, and I had fish guts all over my hands, and my dad said, I'll give you $5 if you lick your hands. And I licked both of them, and I said, you owe me 10. And that's just something on how we were such a down-to-earth family growing up, and I just learned to be who I was. And so you don't have to be glamorous your whole life to be Miss America. The job of Miss America would mean so much more than just to me, but to everyone that I've grown up with, to my small community, and to my first grade students. Being Miss America would mean that a little girl from a small town with a dream of something and worked so tirelessly to do it could achieve it. And I think that being Miss America for me would mean that there are no limits. I mean, my whole life I've just learned to work hard and dream big, and I've worked 7 years to win the title of Miss Michigan. So Miss America would just mean that story of perseverance, of resiliency, and never giving up, and always being the first one to show up. And I think that it would just be an ultimate dream.